Oh my gosh, I'm super excited and super happy because we are live right now and we're gonna be talking about, as you can see, branding mistakes. Oh, you're losing $150,000, and I know it's kind of big, or we cannot even fathom what this amount is given to us. But hello, Dhanna. Thank you so much for tuning in. Come say hi if you are live with me. If you are in the replay, come hashtag replay. And, if you have questions along the way, just comment down below so that I could answer them. So, of course, if you're just catching the replay, that's okay. I could, come back to the comment section and answer your questions for you. All right. So, last week, we were actually talking about selling with a heart. So, last week, we were discussing, we don't want to have this robotic, inauthentic, and like the routines of selling. And that is something that is not aligned with us. We don't want hard selling, but we want easy selling, because selling is always going to be easy, okay, if you have the mindset for it, if you refrain your mind to it. So if you want to catch that one, selling with a heart, I think I could link down the video from last week so that you can go back to it. Selling with a heart, having fun and ease. But today we're moving forward to branding mistakes and how you are losing $150,000. So when I say 150K, this is, not really specific, but it's more of the gist of it. But then this could actually vary depending on your business, okay? So if, for example, it really depends on how much you're selling your products, or your competitors are selling their products, stuff like that. So if you have, for example, if you're selling high ticket, then you're losing more. But if you're selling like low ticket, small items and stuff like that, then this 150K could, be lower than that. Probably, just 1K, 5K and stuff like that. But if you're, again, selling those in the high ticket space, you could be, selling 20K, but then you're losing clients along the way. So 20K times, or if you could multiply that to the number of clients that you're missing out, then you're losing that kind of money, okay? So now we're going back. When we say, right, or when we do our branding, we think that, okay, I'm just, is that even important? But today I'm not gonna tell you the importance of it, because I'm sure that most of you already know it, and a lot of people already discuss it. What is branding? What are the parts of branding and all that? But then what I want to discuss with you is the impact that it brings. I don't want to define those things already, because I'm sure you already know that. But now what I want to discuss is the impact it brings, how it is, giving you the clients that you want, reaching your aspirations, or the impact in such a way that you're losing, okay? Losing along the way. So could be, so here, when we say we're losing this amount of money, again, it is not specific. This could be varying in your business. But then when we talk about this, you are either the thing that you're losing, or the amount you're losing, is either you're losing because you're spending. So you're spending on things that are not returning back to you. So there's no return of investment. So those are the things you're losing, that one. And another thing is you're losing because of missed opportunities, okay? So missed opportunities. Hi, Vero. Oh my gosh. Hi, Maria. Hello. Come on in. Right. Hi, Rain. You're here as well. I could see you in the comments. Okay. So moving back. So we're losing in such a way that we're spending and there's no return of investment. Or again, another thing is we're losing because of what could have been. Okay, you could have already gotten that client. You could have already worked with that person, but then you lost this client. So now you're losing money. Now you're losing the revenue. Okay, your projected revenue, for example, you're targeting like 20K months, 50, 100K months, but then you're not hitting it because of some certain reason. So today I'll be discussing these branding mistakes that, we didn't think that, okay, this one is really hurting my business. I didn't know about that. Like, I thought, probably you're in this space, like I thought that this doesn't even matter. Or I thought I could do it in such a way that I could already start marketing my business without thinking of my branding. But then you're already marketing, which is a good thing. You're already marketing yourself, putting yourself out there. But the question is, what kind of self, what kind of business, of what kind of the image or perception of your business is that you're putting it out there, right? Is it, strategically, created, intentional, purposeful? Or is it just something like, oh, okay, it's half-assed. I'm going to launch this business because, the guru said it. Just do it. Just be brave and all that. But then you weren't being strategic about your moves. And then what happens is, okay, I'm having all these feedback. And then you would think, and then the doubts would start creeping in because you think that your products or service is not good enough when in fact it's already perfect, it's already amazing, who you are is already great. But then the way you brand it, the way you create the perception about you, or the way you create the image of your brand, of your business, that is the one that's hurting. That is hurting your brand, okay? So now, I'm super excited. Hello, everyone. Hey, so if you're tuning in, come say hi. I would want to know what you are doing. What is your business? Let me know so that, let's have this conversation. I'm super excited. We have lots of ladies in the room, so come say hi. And of course, if you are new to my world, my name is Dhanna. And of course, you can call me D. That's okay as well. And I'm actually an architect by profession. So who's this person talking about, talking about branding here? So I'm an architect by profession. And what we do is, we have this luxurious yet laid back designs. And then what we did is we transitioned it into branding, social media content creation, and then of course web design. So right now what I do is I empower women entrepreneurs like you. I empower women entrepreneurs like you to be authentically visible. Right? So, because this is our biggest aspiration, to be seen, right? You want your business to be seen, right? You didn't start your business to hide, right? But you started your business because you want this to be seen. You want people to know all about you, right? So this is what I'm helping other entrepreneurs do, is to be authentically visible. Okay? Be themselves visibly. And then, of course, we do this through purpose-driven visual communication. So now today we'll be talking about, communication, the way we communicate with other people, your clients, your, community, your audience, your followers. We start with visual communication, and then comes your copy, your messaging, and all of that. Okay. So for today, I'm super excited. Let's get down to it, right? So if you're ready, comment below ready. And today we're going to be talking about, the branding mistakes that's already or has been hurting your business for like what, the past months, the past years that you have been doing your business. The things or the amount, the revenue that you could have made, and you're missing it out. Okay, so now what we do, let's start with number one. So we have, of course, working with multiple clients, I was able to identify, and I've always been seeing what is, the common mistakes, and there's a lot to tap on. But of course, since we have limited time, I would want to, just cover the main ones or the major ones that could really give a huge impact in your business once you shifted this, once you upgrade this, or once you really focus on upgrading this, especially 2022, we have a fresh canvas in front of us. So now the first thing that I would want to mention is the brand visuals. Okay. So again, as I mentioned, visual communication, we communicate. So this is a two-way thing. It takes two to tango, right? And of course, that's the same when it comes to sales or marketing. The way you get clients is when clients are drawn to you. So it's a two-way thing. You get paid, and then clients pay you. Okay. So now what we do is brand visuals. When we think of brand visuals, most of the time, this one is, completely neglected, right? Like people would be going, okay, marketing themselves, but then, why do I even bother? Why would I even care about my visual? What is this logo all about? No, I don't need that. Or probably I don't need the colors. Or say probably I like blue, but all the shades of blue, right? And then in your post, in your copy, in all your brand touch points, it's already scattered and all that. right? So now this is the brand visuals. Why is it important? So people, most of us, or probably you've done this before, that it's neglected completely. Okay, so think, do I neglect this? My visuals. Okay, again, come with the senses, like, especially in social media, the first thing is visual, right? The visual before you go to copy, the smell and taste and all that. If you're a restaurant, before they could even taste your product after buying from you, is they have to see first if, ooh, this one is really yummy, it looks delicious, something like that. Okay, so likewise, you make your branding delicious for them to buy it, for them to get the taste of what is it like when they eat in your restaurant, under where they buy your milk tea or stuff like that. Okay, or of course, if you're a service provider, when they experience you or when they experience your coaching. Okay, so with that, this is usually neglected. And then for some, of course, if you're on the got onto the level that, okay, I'm not neglecting it, I know for a fact that I'm really tapping into my brand visuals. But then what happens is, if you're already touching your brand visuals, which is very good, the thing now, the mistake, the next level mistake, is it doesn't match. Okay, probably you have to think that, okay, does my visuals match my brand, match my business? Okay, so because if it doesn't match, if it doesn't fit, right? So you could be, for example, let me give an example here. For example, your business is for kids, for babies, and for the toddlers. Could be like baby books, or probably preschool, or school, or probably your like maternity clothes or whatever, something like that, when it comes to the babies, right? But then your visuals is more of like the graffiti, the thug life, right? I mean, it's funny. Hi, Mai. Hello, her. Hello, Maria. Hello, V. Okay, so right? So if it doesn't match, now it's funny to think, because we're very much familiar with that. When we see like a baby brand, it's gonna be pastel, probably white, and the little pinks, or probably the lavenders and all that, like a baby blue, right? But then when we see that this brand is, or for example, we see a baby brand, and it suddenly looks like all these neon colors and all that, like graffiti, and right? So it's funny, and because we're seeing it, right? We're seeing it from or other people's businesses. But then we have to look inside. We have to look in our business, okay? So then we move forward, when it comes, because with this one, if your business doesn't match with the brand visuals, it looks unprofessional. Okay? And then in effect, you are missing out on opportunities. You're missing out on the clients that supposedly would have bought from you. But they didn't, because suddenly your ideal clients moved to the competitors. Why? Why did they buy from other people? Is because they saw that this competitor are the professionals. Oh, they look professional. Why do we want to buy from professionals? It's because we want to be safe. We want to buy from someone who we can trust. Right? So think about all your purchases before. Did you buy from someone who is unsafe and you not trustworthy? No, right? Because it's hard-earned money. So it's the same way. We would want to feel, or to create a picture around our business to be safe and to be trustworthy, because that is the only, that's the tipping point where people are gonna buy from us. If we're safe and we're trustworthy, and we can get to that safetiness and trustworthy if we are professional, and we get to that professional level if our brand visuals are cohesive and they're created properly. Okay, so now I think I've done, riffed a lot on that first one, and then now we jump on the second one. So the second one is, another branding mistake is you're hiring a wrong designer. So there are lots of designers out there, lots of amazing skill set and all that, but on top of the skill set is, probably you've been hiring designers or people in your team who are not, or one thing is about the pricing, right? But then the other thing is you're not aligned with them. So not aligned meaning your designers do not understand where you are, where you want to be, or the process that you want to go through your branding on your business and your goals. So they do not understand it. So there's a mismatch to it. Like, there, you're not matching together, so you're not aligned together because of, misunderstanding. Not It's not just miscommunication, but it's just innately that you personally not match towards that. So it's, we could see that their clients were unfit, or like coaches were unfit and stuff like that. So it goes the same when it comes to hiring your designers, hiring your graphic artists and all that. Okay, so and when it's not aligned, probably they are not, the passionate type that who would really want to go deeper, dive deeper into your business, learn about your business. So you want to catch those red flags, okay? Because these red flags are, you would know intuitively, you would know if this designer is for you, or this designer is just all about getting you as a client, or they're just all about the pricing, or they probably dropping their prices because you ask for it, and then they'll be like doing your business half-ass or your branding half-ass. Right? So we don't want to do that. We want to be, hiring the designers who are aligned with us, who we know that could really take your vision into reality. Okay, so that's something that you would want to keep in mind. Is this, brand designer aligned with me? Okay, do I want her energy? Right? It's something that we could begin with. Do I want the way she communicates? Could she understand me? Okay, because why? Again, we go back. You're losing 150K or a certain amount in your business because you are spending. Okay, again, you are already spending on these clients, you're spending on these designers, these service providers, but then there's no ROI, there's no return on investment, right? And the thing here is you gotta, or probably if you already started working with them, the thing here is you're not, at the end of the project, you're not fully, happy with the outcome, and then you have to redo it. Because, you just can't sit with the final output and just, I just gotta have to redo it. And then you're paying twice. Okay, so just a quick story. I was working with a client before. So they're restaurants, and what we did is to rebrand their, we rebrand their branding. We upscaled their branding. So then they already asked us to do the web design as well. But then I gave my price and all of that, and then they told me, oh, okay, probably I'm just gonna think about your pricing and all that. So I was like, okay, cool, no problem. You already did your branding, they're already happy with the outcome, and then they're thinking of us hiring us to do the web design. But then they thought of, okay, could I find another designer who is cheaper or more affordable than this one? So I let them be. No, no hard feelings, no grudges. Let them be. And then after a week, they went back to me telling me that they hired the designer and it was completely disaster. Their term was, it was a complete trash. And I even asked for, the sample. Like, can I see the final output with the other designer? And then they were like, oh, I don't want to show it to you because it's super total crap, right? And then they have to redo it. And now I'm giving again my prices. And they're asking me for discounts. But then, sorry, no. This is my fixed pricing, okay? So you gotta just hop into it. Or no, because I'm not adjusting my prices. Now, what they did was for them, like, okay, I have no choice. I really think that, the branding project was amazing. Now, I gotta hire you. I just can't. Okay, I tried other designers, but I just can't. I need you for my web design. And then they didn't have no choice, right? They now they paid again the full price, so they paid twice for the wrong designer and then the right designer. So you don't want to be doing that as well. Okay, so now if you're seeing we're already incurring all these, all these losses in your business when this could have been your profit, your revenue already. Okay, so now let's move forward. Another thing is your brand voice. Okay, third one is your brand voice. So when we say brand voice, this is, like the tone or the mood of the way you speak when it comes to your copy, when it comes to your content and all that. Okay, so like the brand visuals, it's also moving forward, since we started with visuals, now we are diving into the content, is, your brand voice. If you're, neglecting this completely, like you just feel like, I'm just gonna type whatever I feel, not even checking my copy and all that. So that is hurting your brand. That's hurting your business. Okay. But then let's say, okay, I'm not neglecting this. I'm very, very much aware with my copy and, of course, my voice. But then you have to think that, does it match? Again, the question is, does it match? So, another story that I was able to encounter here is that I was able to find this amazing cleaning product. Okay, so it's a cleaning product. So especially, the pandemic that's happening now, we've been searching products and all that. So I came across this amazing product. So it's a cleaning product. So it's a solution and all that. And then when I read the copy, so the visuals was great, right? And then when I read the copy, I was so shocked to see that the copy, the way they write it, it's very, the thug life, right? It's very gangster like, when in fact, like, what I was expecting is something that, if you're a cleaning product, it's more of like a professional, scientific, could be talking about, the benefits of cleaning, and of course, the ingredients in your cleaning solution, right? But then this brand was talking about, like, they're promoting it in such a way that, they're badass, like, it's something like that. So I was totally, turned off with what I experienced there. So it's the same with the way you put in your business, the way you speak your message. So for example, we have clients that so this she's a business owner, and then she has two businesses. Okay, so that's okay. But not because she's one business owner doesn't mean that both her businesses have the same brand voice. Okay, so one of her business is a digital agency, and of course she's targeting the professionals, the CEOs, and all of that. So it's a VA agency, virtual assistant agency, and then another another business of hers is nails. Okay, so they are doing DIY nails. So then their target market now is, of course, women in probably 20s to their 30s. So if you could see, she is one business owner, but she has two different businesses. Now their businesses doesn't have the same brand voice. The other one is on the professional, highly credible, because it's a VA agency. And the other one is, something that's sweet, sassy, kind of flirty and all that. Can you be flirty when you're talking to CEOs, right? Or can you be, super professional, like corporate kind of vibe when you're talking about nails? Right? So, now you're seeing this. I hope you're seeing this. Let me know if this is resonating with you. Oh, hi, Laura. Hi, Mai. Hello, V. Hello. I'm so happy that you're here. Okay, so if you're live, come say hi. So let me know. Oh, Nomelin is here as well. So happy you're here. I love you, ladies. Okay, so now, right, if this is resonating with you, let me know. Now you're seeing, okay, the brand voice, it has to match, okay? And like the brand visuals, if you are not, tapping into this, you're losing clients because of this, okay? You're losing clients because your visuals and your brand and your voice doesn't match altogether. Okay, now you're losing the professionalism in your business, in your brand, because it's not cohesive. All right, so the way we do things is you gotta think that who you are talking to is who you attract. Okay, I always say this. If you've been in my trainings before, I always say that who you are talking to is who you attract. Okay, so if you're talking to the flirty kind of vibe, you're gonna attract that. If you're talking to the professionals, you're gonna attract that. Okay, so it's something that you would want to, go back, look into your brand voice. If you're really, really, embodying this, okay? Because number one, if you're, again, so we look, how are we losing money here? Is if you're doing your content creation, if you're doing it by yourself, that's okay, that's good, you're getting it for free. But then you're losing time, and time is money, right? You're losing time, you're wasting time. Another thing, if you have a content creator, you're paying them, right? But then your content creator is not embodying the brand voice, you're losing money there. You're losing the potential clients there, right? And of course, another thing is, on a upper level, if you are doing paid ads and then your brand voice is not, fully, or it's not intentional, it's not powerful, then you're hurting. You're hurting your business because number one, you're not getting clients. Number two, there's no return in your investment because you're doing already paid ads. Okay. So it's something that you would really, really want to look into because again, our losses are piling up already when this could have been your revenue, your potential income. Okay. So now, and of course, the biggest one and that I would want to dive into is your brand story. Okay. So number 4 is branding mistake is people don't really tap into their brand story. And brand story, we say this like, of course, again, it's your story, how you got started, where you are now, where you want to be, and stuff like that. What do you stand for, right? So this is your brand story. And some people do not define this. They have undefined brand story. Okay? So now, or others, okay, I was able to define my story, but then they do not share it, right? They're just too focused on selling, on the products or the features or the benefits of their products, but then they don't tell their brand story. Okay? Another thing is you could be telling a brand story, but it's not authentic. It's not true for you. You're just probably copying, probably comparing, but it's not rooted in truly who you are as a business, who you are as a business owner. Right? So these are the things undefined or not shared, defined but shared, or shared but it's inauthentic. So what's the importance of this is because your brand story is your unique selling proposition. All my clients know this when we when we dive into their unique selling proposition. I always tell them that who you are is your unique selling proposition. Okay? So if you're not telling your story, you're not being seen as a leader. And leaders in our industry, and of course in sales and marketing, and wherever you are in your industry, in your own field, the ones who are getting paid the most are the leaders. Okay? So there are two things, okay? There you could be a follower in your industry, in your field. You're just following the leaders who are creating new trends and all that. Or you could be a leader. You could be a leader who's setting trends, very unique, very, things you're putting out there, things that people have never seen before. Okay, so those are the leaders. And leaders get paid well. It's the leaders who are, getting advanced, or they're getting the first mover advantage. It's the leaders, okay? But the followers, it's okay. No worries if you're a follower. But it's the leaders who are getting paid the big ones, okay? So if you want that, you would want to really tap into how can I become a leader in my industry, okay? And you become a leader. What are leaders is you can say that you're a leader if people are following you, okay? You can already only define that you're a leader if people are following you. So if people are not following you, it's because you're not leading them somewhere. You're just existing, right? But, how could we, create followers? Not just the following count, of course, right? But how could we create these followers if you could lead them to somewhere? Okay, lead them to somewhere where they want to be. Okay, their aspirations, lead them there. Okay, so how now could we lead them to somewhere where they want to be is we can only do that if we put out content, if we put out, visuals, if we put out products and services and offers that are out there that they have never seen before. Because if they've seen that before, well, other people already did that. There were the leaders. And now you were just following their footsteps. Okay? So now you gotta have, you gotta put something new, unique, first ever seen out there. It's only yours out there. And how can you do that? As again, we go back. Your unique selling proposition. And what is your unique selling proposition? Is your brand story. Okay, so can you see how we're completing this? How the full circle is being made here, right? You're getting paid because of your unique brands. Unique brand story, unique selling proposition. Okay, so in line with that, I actually wrote something. I wrote a post about this a couple days ago, and I would want to share this with you as well. So I was talking about, being authentically yourself. And if you remember, I mentioned in the first part of this live that I empower women entrepreneurs to become authentically visible. Okay, so with this, I just want to share this to you before we wrap up. Okay, so here it goes. Okay, hey beautiful, it's 2022 and it's not the time to dim your shine. The world needs you. The world needs to know more of you, and the world needs what you have to offer. So don't take that away from them. Okay, it's a disservice for yourself to hide. It's a disservice for the world when you hide. So get seen, get recognized, get known. Because it's safe. It's safe to be seen. It's safe to let the world know about your message. And it's safe to let them know what you stand for. It's safe to be your most true self. The judgments will only hurt you if you allow them. And nothing is embarrassing if you are not embarrassed. So this year, I'm inviting you to decide. Decide that you won't let anyone dictate who you are. Decide that your business is creating a massive impact. Decide that you have the power to influence. And decide that who you are right now is the exact one that can and will make you successful. And this success is inevitable. If and only if you become unapologetically you. Love, D. So I hope you liked it. And, I'm super excited because, you gotta be unapologetically you. And with that, I'm launching this new branding and social media bundle, and I call it Unapologetically You. So if you're super, super excited with this and you feel, you resonate with this and you think that, okay, I'm ready to upscale my brand and, I'm ready to upscale my story and all of that. And of course, the branding mistakes that we mentioned, we really, if you really want to tap into that and to improve on that, I'm creating this bundle. So it's a branding and social media bundle called Unapologetically You. And here's what you'll get. So you're gonna have a 60-minute one-on-one brand strategy call with me. Like, we're gonna be, diving deeper really with your story, with your strategy, and of course, again, your visuals. Where do you want to, how you want to upgrade your business? And of course, we're gonna give you as well the tangibles. You're gonna be getting your primary and secondary logo, of course, a color palette we're giving 3 to 5 colors, and then typography suite where we'll be discussing 3 or giving you your 3 fonts as well. And then of course, we're gonna make a brand board. That's super exciting. And your brand guidelines. So the brand guidelines is more of, your rule book, right? The do's and don'ts when it comes to your brand visuals. And of course, we are going to be bundling this with 1 month social media content. So it's going to be, I think, 4 posts per week. So that would be 16 content. So 12 will be graphics, and then 4 short videos. Okay. So of course, everything will be, we're very much open to do 1 round of refinements if needed be. And all of those things, our Unapologetically bundle is available for only 3 spots. Okay, I'm only giving this for only 3 spots. And of course, the total would be 3,333 paid in full, if you want that. And of course, if you also want the installment, I can give it to you by 1,700 for 2 installments. Okay, so of course, if you want this, you can comment below Unapologetically You, and I could give you the payment link. Of course, more info if you need, and you can also chat me or DM me if you want this. So just, Unapologetically You. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in with me. I love you, ladies. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you have an amazing week ahead. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.